All right, y'all, so I gotta talk about this game right here, NBA 2K24. I think this has been an issue that's been dragging out over the past couple years with 2K, and to be honest, this 2K is not that bad, but overall, there's a big imbalance, or a big it's just not balanced right now in terms of offense versus defense. And I don't care who agrees with me, and I don't care who disagrees with me, because this is just a fact, right? There's a multitude of things we are able to do on offense. As you guys just saw right there, my opponent just hit a step back on the baseline, right? There's deep threes, there's automatic contact dunks, there's finishing, there's post hooking, there's post fadeaways. Guys, these are all moves that people are able to do very, very consistently. But in terms of the defensive side of things, it's just non-existent. And when the defense is good, all of a sudden it becomes an issue to where 2K feels the need to have to constantly nerf steals or constantly nerf lockdowns. Why is it that lockdowns are always nerfed, but it's just an offensive crazy show every single time? Think about the Sacramento Kings and the Warriors from last year, right? Some of the highest offensive teams, or every time they played, just the Sacramento Kings, right? Every time they played somebody, they would score so much points, but there'd be very little defense. That's how 2K has been for the past several years, guys. Not just now, the past several years. And the reason why I bring this up is because you see it happening in this gameplay right here. Obviously, it's only three of us on this team. I've jumped in a randoms game. We had an idiot on our team that, took a few dumb shots. He rage quit, and then it ended up being us three with 2 AIs. And we're going up against 5 players, as you guys can see right there. But on offense, as you guys can see, I mean, they're able to do whatever they want. There's no penalties for, taking terrible shots on offense, or just not being a smart, high IQ offensive player. And you guys are going to see the exposed, they're going to get exposed as this gameplay goes on. Pay attention. Right now, we're down by, what, 30 points, right? And the only reason for this, guys, is because what? We're literally playing with 2 AIs. We're going to, going up against a team of 5. Obviously, there's not much space on the court because of that, and it ends up being a very, very weird situation. But it's not even just a feel. I know for a fact that going forward, if 2K can just please stop having, the game be so imbalanced, where offense is just so high, it's just such a main topic, and then defense is just a thing of yesterday, just forgotten about. I think the game will get better. But overall, with 2K24, guys, this year, when I play the game, I don't really have too much of an issue with it. I think it's just little things about 2K, that's typically an annoyance. But there's not 6'9" that are OP, right? There's not too many crazy moves that are like too OP. I mean, post scorers are definitely one of the more overpowered offensive players in the game, but you really don't run into post scorers that often, if I'm being honest. Or at least when I play, I haven't run into too many post scorers. And I would like to say that I think that the gameplay is pretty good this year. I don't think it's that bad. I think more than anything, it's just the fact, for me personally, like I said, the defense is not that great. But guys, in terms of this gameplay, I started to realize, right? Slow down. I started to realize, just slow down. Even though we're likely to lose this game because, we're playing in a disadvantage right now, I just decided to slow down. And that was the case early on in the game. Early on, I was focused on pushing the ball up the court, getting up the court, trying to make a play. But now, as you guys can see, I'm focused on getting to my spots and not playing at a slow pace, but playing at a steady pace with a good IQ. You don't want to play too slow, right? Because obviously there's more players on the other team. They'll be able to catch on to that. You just want to play with a steady pace to where you're able to make plays like how I just did right there, right? You're able to defend properly. You're able to notice when you might have to run over and double team your opponent. Some of those shots that the other team was taking were good shots. That shot he took right there was a good shot. But once again, guys, the contest system, defense, everything overall with it, it just seems as if it's an afterthought, and offense always ends up being the main point. Guys, even dribble moves. Look at the dribble moves, guys. Dribble moves are something that it's a popular thing within the community, And every single year, people are able to find some dribble moves that give them a major advantage on offense to where it's extremely difficult to guard without there ever really being much of a real counter, right? Think about how many times people actually dribble into the defense, right, guys? People actually dribble into defenders and they don't even get turnovers. So if people are able to dribble into the defenders and not get turnovers, I mean, that's clearly something that's overpowered. Why are we not able to counter that defensively consistently? Because anytime we're able to counter that defensively, it's deemed as overpowered, broken, game changing, game breaking, and then it results in a defensive patch. Meanwhile, people are still dribbling their ass off, running around, fading away, shooting deep 3-pointers, getting contact dunks. Like, there's just too many things people are allowed to do on offense, and for them to just keep keying in on defense like that, I mean, it's just sad. But as you can see right there, my opponent, you know, the other team is clearly not that high of IQ team. They just literally fouled the AI on what was a, you know, a 3-point shot. So we just got 3 random free points because the goofy dude decided to follow AI. But guys, I want y'all to let me know down below in the comment section, if you made it this far in the video, what are your thoughts about 2K24? Because I'm in a weird place with this game because I don't feel the desire to play it, but when I do play it, I realize it's not that bad. So I don't know if a lot of people are in that boat. I think a lot of people are in that boat. I think it's more so the little things with 2K that kind of gets annoying. I know for a fact that if there wasn't this whole city vibe and it was, you know, like a simple park, it would definitely be a lot more fun to play. I think that the city just ends up becoming really overwhelming and it just gets really boring, and you don't want to have to go through that whole drawn out process, you know, for an example, just to get Gatorade or just to get your lethal zones on your lethal hot zones. You got to jump in a subway, go there, run over there, jump in the subway again, run over there, go there. It's like, it's too much and it strays away from the whole formula that made 2K blow up. And it was a simple park setting. It wasn't all of this extra stuff that they had going on. So you see me right there being patient, making it a play, you know, penetrating the defense, no homo, penetrating the y'all got what I'm saying, getting into the paint, you know, kicking out for the jump shot, getting the offense going. But you can see at the beginning of this clip, I had 3 points, 3 assists, and that was because I was trying to rush to get the ball up court. I wasn't playing with a steady IQ pace. As you see right there, he makes a really dumb shot, and the thing that's frustrating is that shots like that will go in, right? It's basketball. Guys are not gonna miss shots at the rim over and over and over again, but it happens way more than it should. That's the main point. The offensive player gets the better of that way more than they should in so many different positions. There's not too many times you actually get rewarded for actually locking somebody down, as we get that nice green. You just don't get rewarded for actually locking someone down. So it's actually just hilarious to see. But y'all can see we're kind of lingering, you know, against this team right here. And I'm telling y'all boys right now, if we had an actual full squad, we would be okay. Mind you, guys, I had to hit a stop and pop 3 green. You feel me? These are randoms I'm playing with. I'm playing with randoms. I don't know who these people are. But one thing I did figure out, whenever I do play on my center build, there's a lot more success. There's a lot more success. It's easier to play center with randoms versus your guard. If you're a center and you're able to keep that paint and, you know, in control, boxing out, doing the little things, that actually does give you a lot more success. I'm very successful playing on my center with randoms in the pro-am because I always do the little things, box out the other center, you know, make sure I pick up on drives, little things that a lot of people don't understand because they only have 2K knowledge. And, you know, I'm assuming most people that play 2K really didn't play any type of sophisticated basketball other than going to the LA gym or playing in some like outside hoop or something like that. I think that's, you know, what's the case for most people. But yeah, you see right there, guys, we're literally down by like 13. We was down by 30, we down by like 13, you know, maybe about 15 or so now. But you know, it is what it is. It is what it is. You can't complain anymore. That's one thing I noticed. If you're gonna play these games, guys, understand that these sports games, it's not GTA. okay? It's not a story mode game, right? It's not a game that was properly developed over the course of a few years. These are games that are made within a year, guys. Like, you have to really think about that. These games are made within a year. How much time do they really have to really make a legitimate game? You know, they're still updating the current game that's out while splitting up their team to start working on the next game that's going to come out. So where's the real time to develop an actual good sports game? There's not really any real time. Like, they're only doing this for two things. Obviously, because there's a big fan base, and then there's money to be made. You know what I mean? It's just simple as that. We haven't got a good 2K in years, and that's because of the success of 2K. Like, it's the biggest, you know, the biggest positive and the biggest negative for 2K specifically, because they had a formula, they figured it out, it worked well for them, right? And you know, it was a good job because they did it within the course of a year, right? And they started to stray away from that formula that led to them being so popular, which was what? The My Parks, right? That's what led to them being so popular. My Parks. We were able to just buy clothes on the little 2K menu, buy shoes. We was able to do those things quickly and efficiently. And it led to a better experience, guys. That's the whole point of this. It's a better experience when we're able to keep things simple. We're not playing GTA. We didn't sign up to say, okay, you know, that's the whole point of playing the game. We're gonna go on missions and we're gonna go drive cars. That makes sense in a GTA setting or in an open world setting. But to add the open world setting to 2K, it was a really dumb move. At first we did call for it, but once, you know, we realized, oh wait, this is actually not as good as we thought, all 2K had to do was listen to their fan base and get back to the regular experience. I bet you if 2K had, you know, two experiments that they could do, you know, within the same game. Make 2K have one user experience where you're able to just simply just play the park and buy clothes and Gatorade, all that extra stuff. You're able to do it simply through a little menu, just like how it used to be in like 2K15, 16, and 17, and then have the other side of it being just the same regular city stuff, and see the percentage of users that actually decides to go in the city. People are not going to want to go in the city because we don't care about that. You know what I mean? So in the end, guys, we end up losing by 13 points. Obviously, we had a way better third and fourth quarter than we did the first two quarters. The shooting guard went crazy. I mean, he jumped on the mic and apologized for it. So, I mean, it is what it is. These are not things that people should be getting mad about in life. You know what I mean? Like, it just takes away too much energy from you, and it's not worth it. You know, we know what it is with 2K. We know all the full details of it. So when you play the game, you know what you're signing up for. Don't get too mad. Just accept the fact of what it is. So I had to make this video kind of talking about 2K24 because it was kind of in an interesting space or interesting spot for me, to where I'm kind of thinking about the whole, you know, the whole process of it, or the whole time of what it's been. And I want you guys to do the same down below in the comment section. If you made it this far in the video, just simply type real one in the comment section. That's all I need you guys to do. And yeah, make sure you guys drop a like, comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss another upload, man. It's your boy John Ranks, and I'll catch you guys in the next video, man. Peace.
Gang, they cannot do it like him. Nobody shooting like him. Gang, nobody doing like him. That nigga hate everyone cause he broke, and that's why nobody like him. Gang, SD Grim, now he talking this shit.